Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna show you some of my recent paintings that I've done in this past year. So let's start. This is probably gonna be the first video on my channel, so I really hope it goes well. Chun chun chun. We're gonna begin. Oof. I'm gonna be telling you a little bit about each painting, by the way. So I usually work with watercolors and pencil colors. It's definitely some of my favorite mediums. I love drawing characters. This one is pretty much mostly done in watercolors. I love using this kind of color palette. This is another one of my paintings, and although this is not one of my favorite ones, a lot of people seem to like it. In this one I used watercolors, pencil colors, and some pastels. I like that it has a lot of the anime vibe. I think my style has evolved a little bit since I first painted this, but the key elements of my art style are definitely here. The character design, the use of nature and botanical elements, and the soft colors. I love that. Oh, okay. Some fan arts. I don't know if you can tell who this is. This is probably a fan art that I will redo sometime in the future. This is V Taeyong from BTS. I love the background for this painting. If you're a BTS fan, you may know that purple is BTS representative color. I really like the negative aspect of the watercolor here, but I'll definitely have to redo this one very soon. Oh, okay, continue with the fan arts. I love anime. I take a lot of inspiration from anime. This is from one of my favorite mangas / animes in these past few years. It's Tokyo Revengers. I've done a couple of fan arts here and there of some of my favorite characters: Draken, Mitsuya, Sansu. I think I also did Baji. I need to find it though. I love this Draken one. I just love drawing people with tattoos, and he's probably my favorite character in the entire story. Oh. This is Armin from Attack on Titan. This is such a small painting. Look at the comparison with my hand. It's very small, but I love painting colorful backgrounds. And the sea, the ocean is also a very important element in the story. I wanted to include it for the fan art of this character. I love Armin. He's one of my favorite characters, by the way. Oh, following with BTS. A Yoongi fan art. Once again, this is not my favorite Yoongi fan art. A lot of these fan arts that I did this past year were not my favorite ones. I think I was still trying to define my style, but a lot of people liked it. I don't know. I think it's part of the self-discovery journey. One day maybe I'll enjoy it a little bit more. Oh, more Attack on Titan fan arts. This is Seek with his classic cigarettes. Really cool. Love Attack on Titan. It's one of my favorite animes. Now this is a scene that I painted. It's not really from any anime. I just wanted to do a very soft painting with, I don't know, a really calm vibe, I guess. I did this with watercolors. I did it with pencil colors. I think the result could have been a little bit better. In some ways, I think it doesn't look as colorful as I intended it to look, but I think it does give me a very peaceful vibe. Love the tiny cat. Okay, let's keep going. I'm gonna put this aside to keep showing you. I also paint a lot of animals in watercolors. This was a portrait that I did of a gorgeous dog. So this is actually a commission, but because of COVID and some other inconveniences that were happening during that time, I wasn't able to ship this to the original owner. So I just scanned it and sent the digital version, but this is the actual original painting. I love painting pets, I love painting animals. But there's something so special about holding the painting in your hands. I really wish that one day I can send it to her. I'm pretty sure she would love it. Talking about animals, this is a gorgeous cat. This is also part of our commission. Okay, and the same problem happened. I wasn't able to ship it, but I sent the digital version. I hope I can ship it now that there are no longer any restrictions when it comes to mailing and international shipping. It was definitely a pleasure and an honor for me to paint pets. It's one of my favorite things to do. Now I'm gonna show you some of these other small paintings that I did. This is one of my favorite illustrations as well. Done in watercolors. I love how this turned out. The colors look so vibrant, and I played around with the concept of bloom here. The idea of humans, life overall, mirroring the concept of a flower blooming, a seed being planted, a fruit evolving. It's just something very interesting to me, and as always, I wanted to incorporate all those botanical elements into the illustration. I really like this one. It's very small as well, but I love it. I really like it. This is another one of my paintings. This is more like a headshot of a character. This is done in watercolors as well. I love that teal color. It's definitely one that I love using so much because it's so vibrant. I love the expression of the character. I think I could have done this a little bit better. I could possibly redo this right now and it would look a bit much better, but at the time I seemed to really enjoy painting it. This is another one of my paintings. Let me show you here. Now this is actually an original character that I have, and her storyline is very particular. I won't go into details, but this is a character, this is a girl who seems to be very cold on the exterior, very tough, but she's actually a softie inside. I kind of love those kind of characters, and I really wanted to represent her reaction to receiving flowers from her lover. So it's definitely expression of shock, but also tenderness, plus the vibrant colors and the panels, like comic. I really like that one. This is also another illustration that I did of an original character. I love this painting because the colors look really nicely blended and soft. I also did this in watercolors, but I added some details in markers, if I'm not mistaken. I really love how this turned out, even though it's a really simple character illustration. I just really like it. And last but not least, in this batch, it's this hobby illustration. Now this is another BTS fan art that I did. I actually painted this for Hobby's birthday. This is J-Hope from BTS, from the Korean band BTS. If you know Hobby, you know that he's such a cheerful person. I really wanted to capture all of that energy in this painting and also represent some of the elements that are usually related to him, like the flowers and the vibrant colors, the sunflowers in particular. The background is very reminiscent, at least for me, of either a sky or the sea. I don't know, I just really wanted to play around with the nature elements, plus a happy face. This looks like an anime character, I know, but my style has a lot of anime influence, so I really liked it. Let's keep going. I'm gonna put this aside. So I think maybe I should give you the other BTS fan arts now that I'm talking about them. These are some of my favorite paintings. I really enjoyed painting both of this. This is Yoongi Suga from BTS, and this is Jungkook. I did this for Junggi's birthday, and this one, if I'm not mistaken, I've painted it last month. I really loved doing BTS fan arts in my own style, and these were really cute. I really like how they turned out. It's watercolor, by the way. It doesn't it look so soft? It looks so soft. And this Jungkook one, it looks so ethereal. The background is just a beautiful night sky with some soft clouds. I really wanted to capture that soft vibe for this one. So yeah, BTS, I love it. This is another painting of mine. Now this one is a little bit more simple. It's just a basket of flowers, but I really wanted to show you guys this one because I think it represents my style very well. It's obviously done traditionally as well. It's watercolors and some pencil colors that I use for some of the lines. I really like my drawings to have a sketchy element to it, and especially for the outlines. I love also just painting flowers, as you can tell, probably at this point. Now, get ready. I'm gonna show you one of my favorite paintings in the entire world. Now, this is another one of my anime fan arts. This is actually Levi from Attack on Titan. He's one of my favorite characters of the entire anime, and I really wanted to paint him in his classic attire with the cravat, the soft hands. It's just what I love to paint. I know he has a lot of fangirls. I'm one of them, by the way. Talking about anime, I really wanted to show you guys this one. I think people might like it. This is actually a part of a redraw challenge. Now you probably can recognize this painting. This is Howell and Sophie from House Moving Castle. The redraw challenge is one of my favorite things ever because I can pretty much replicate some of my favorite scenes of these gorgeous films in my own style. Now, this painting has a lot of vibrant colors. I personally, now looking back at this, I think I would have done maybe this hair a little bit lighter, but nevertheless, I love how colorful it looks. I used watercolors for this one, and I also used gouache for the sky. I don't know if you can tell, but it has a really nice texture. This is really cool. I actually enjoyed this. Even though the hair looks too yellowish for me, I think it looks pretty cool. Now I'm gonna show you some of my favorite paintings. Continuing with the Ghibli redraw, this is also part of a Ghibli redraw. This is from my favorite film in the entire world, Spirited Away, or as we call it in Spanish, El Viaje de Chihiro. This is really cute. I love this scene and I really wanted to redraw it. I love it because it just feels like a dream. The cool thing about the Ghibli films is that they really feel so ethereal. It really seems like they're part of something that you could have dreamed years ago. As a child, as an adult, they're really timeless, but also very magical. I love the background with the flowers, really soft flowers, and Chihiro just walking past these bushes. It's very magical. I love it. Now, this is another painting that I did, and I really like this one. It's a bird. It's a gorgeous bird, and I love painting birds. My studio is actually located in a place surrounded by windows, so I get to see and hear different types of birds every day. They are a huge part of my inspiration as an artist, and this is actually a robin, and I wanted to paint it. I love how it turned out. Talking about animals, this is probably my favorite painting in the entire world. It's really nice and cute. Now, this is a painting that I did some months ago, actually. This is my first time using cotton paper for watercolors. I think the result is absolutely incredible. This is a white cat. I really wanted to achieve some magical element in this painting, and I wanted the contrast to be one of the key factors in it. I really love how the cat stands out. Even though this painting has a lot of elements, everything kind of looks cohesive. It has my style all over it, which is something that I enjoy seeing. And I love the color palette. It just looks like, it looks better than what I imagined. I'm gonna make art prints of this very soon. A lot of people seem to like it as well, so thank you for that support if you were one of them. And last but not least, it's this other painting. Now this is also a painting that I loved doing. Like I said, I personally really like painting animals. I love painting characters. I really wanted to evoke the softness and purity that bunnies represent. These are my favorite animals in the entire world. So this was a joy for me to paint. The background is not originally what I intended, but I ended up taking a different route for this one. Route? Sorry for my pronunciation. So I ended up using these dark contrast colors for the background, but nonetheless, I really like how this turned out. I think I don't regret it at all. So anyways, I really hope that you enjoy all of these paintings of mine. I definitely enjoyed painting them throughout these months. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite one, or if there's something in particular you would like to see from me. Please also let me know. This is probably gonna be my first video ever, so I really hope that you guys like this, and I can wait to film more stuff for you guys, to show you a little bit of the things that I love creating, and to also let you be part of my art journey. So please subscribe to my channel if you managed to make it to this point. Share it with someone that you think may like it, and comment down below whatever you think of this. I can't wait to upload more stuff. Thank you so much for all the support, and I'll see you next time. Bye!